Hey everybody, this is Wendy with Two Chicks and a Cricket. Tina's here at my house and we are working on Macie's Valentines for her class. I got this, I did this with the petal cone die from Stampin' Up! And it made me think that that would be a really cute Valentine for Macie's class. And I want to mass produce about 25 of them. So Tina is working over here on a heart she found on Create a Critter, cutting it the right size, and we're just going to take 2 hearts and put them together, and then we'll put little mini M&Ms inside of them. So okay, stay tuned. Okay, now what are you doing?
This is the heart from Create a Critter, and it's on real dial size because it's an accessory, and so I did it on real dial size, and the height is 4.5, and then I just flipped it so I could get them closer together. I'm doing a test piece first before we use roll paper, so now I'm just cutting it, and we'll see how it goes. Oh, crap.
It's okay, it's just a test piece. She cut into this other piece.
And then it's going to cut into this piece over here.
It doesn't matter.
I just want it...
really, the top is the only... Oh, gosh.
Right.
Apparently I need a new mat.
Alright.
See what happens, people?
Let's just see if it's big enough. We'll just use one, see if it's big enough. Yeah, where's the other ones that we did?
They're right here. They're in the trash.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we're going to do 2 of these hearts, put them together, chop off the top. So you'll see that part next.
Okay, now we're to the part where we're cutting the actual paper that we're going to use. So Tina has the...
I have the hearts on here, and what I did is because it... Oops.
That's why I'm putting this in your face, sorry.
Okay, is that better?
Yeah.
So our paper ripped when it was on the mat before, when we were doing our test. So I just wanted to share a little tip that when you're using your gypsy, I flipped the mat, but the paper isn't all the way up here. And so all I did was I just put my hearts down, and if you just remember, your paper on your mat goes in like this. So if you look at your gypsy like this is how it's gonna cut. So I just wanted to share real quick that that's a way to use your mat up, so we didn't have to open up a new mat.
Could you fit another heart here?
Well, no, because the paper is jacked. It's used, not jacked up, but used. Okay. So we're just gonna cut that now. And also, I didn't know if people knew, because I didn't know this till I was just doing this on Wendy's Gypsy. You can load your paper first and not load it through your Gypsy. Like, not push the load button up here, which makes it easier.
I didn't know you could do that.
I didn't know it till just now, when I accidentally loaded it, and then I was using the Gypsy. Then you don't have to try to hold your Gypsy and load your paper.
You know what I just realized? I have some 12 by 12 Melon Mambo paper.
Well, that'd be easier.
That's what we're using. We're going to cut 12... hearts, 24 hearts in Melon Mambo and 24 hearts in Pacific Point Blue, so that we've got boy and girl envelopes.
So we have 2 hearts, and now
I'll show you what we're going to do next.
So let's set this down. I'm going to put these here, and then it's all about Wendy.
Okay. Excuse me. Whoops. Sorry. So I'm going to take one of the hearts and cut off the top of it. So I'm just going to where the, what is this?
Oh,
point? This point is.
Oh, the heart
And
point.
then I'm going just a little past it and just trying to make sure that it's as even as possible. Sorry, this is going to take me just a second. And then just slicing off the top. So then I'm going to put them together like this.
And she's using sticky strip, which I've never seen this stuff used, so.
Okay, well, sticky strip is what I like to refer to as the mother of all adhesives, except for hot glue. So the only thing to me that is stronger than sticky strip is hot glue gun, which actually I may use for this, just because it would be easier. regular like ATG gun or snail adhesive, anything like that, just is not going to hold tight the way sticky strip does. It is like major secure bonding for when you're going to do a project like this and you want to stick something in it. Like, there's going to be tension on the paper, is what I'm trying to say.
Right.
So for projects where there's going to be tension between the two pieces of paper, I always use sticky strips. So you just put it down, and then you just peel the backing off. And it is a little more time consuming to use.
But that's why uphold your project, huh?
Yeah, and that's why I said I might just get out my hot glue gun, because it'll
24 of these.
Yeah, it'll go quicker. Okay, and then I'm just going to line up the bottom and the edges. And you know, let's face it, 3- and 4-year-olds are getting these, so I'm not going to stress too much. That's why I didn't ink the edges. Like on my other one, let me grab it. I did like a fancy border here and fancy borders up here and stuff, because this will go to an adult. But for 3- and 4-year-olds, this is going to be plenty good.
Right, so and a little M&M treat will go in the top.
Here. And actually, now that I just did this one, I think that I might just cuddle bug the front of this.
Oh, that'd be cute.
To give it something.
A little extra.
I will probably do some other little something add to it, but the main thing is just getting all of these made.
Perfect. So we'll show you how the finished heart comes out next. Okay, so we're cutting all the different ones out. I'm doing the cricketing stuff, cutting the hearts out, and we're doing blue and pink. And then Wendy is cuddle bugging. She's snipping the top off, and then she's cuddle bugging the very bottom of the heart, and it fits perfect. And she's just running that through. She's doing these swirls for the girls, for the pink ones, and then she's going to do dots for the little boys, the Swiss dot folder. So that's coming out really cute. I'm going to tape it over. I'm going to show it. Super cute. Alright, so here we are at the very next step. Wendy's put all of the hearts together over there. She has all the pink ones and all the blue ones cuddle bugged and put together, and now she's going to show us a technique. Okay, so I want to use this stamp to put on a little sentiment on the front of the hearts. So I'm going to cut this, but this sentiment is not a Stampin' Up! Stamp, so it won't fit in any of my punches. So I'm gonna cut this piece of paper. I mean, this is just a piece of Whisper White paper, and I'm cutting it at 1 1/4 inch in length. And then I'm going to use I'm using Melon Mambo ink, because that's what color paper this is for my hearts, my pink hearts. And I'm just gonna stamp a few times on this strip. And this is at it's a 1 1/4 inch strip.
It's 1 1/4 inch by 11. And it doesn't really matter how long it is, because I'll show you what we're gonna do.
It just has to be
1 1/4 inch to do this technique. Okay, so now I have my sentiment stamped 3 times. So I'm going to take my punch, and you can do this technique with the curly label punch, which is this one, and you can do it with the decorative label punch, which is a little bit larger. So you're just going to instead of punching this way, you're going to take the end of your paper and slide it under and in between your punch. And you're just going to slide it down till it's where you want it, and you'll punch the end. And then you'll turn it around, and you do the same thing on the other side. Sorry, this happens sometimes where it hangs. Good grief, huh? There we go. Okay. So...
that's why the paper has to be 1 1/4 inch, so it'll fit.
Okay, and then just punch again. So now I have my sentiment with decorative edges. And then I'm going to take my sponge dauber and my Melon Mambo, and I'm just going to ink the edges of this real quick. Okay, now, do a little more up here. Now I'm going to get out my brads. I have this container of brads that just has a bunch of random brads in it. So I'm just going to pick one. It really doesn't matter. Oh, look, I have these little silver hearts.
Oh, that'll be perfect.
So I'm going to use my, ouch, paper piercer, which is sharp, in case anyone was wondering. And, oh my lord. And just make a little hole there. Run my brad through it. That was a little close to the sentiment, but oh well. And then I'm gonna just use my ATG gun.
If we had thought about doing the sentiment with a brad sooner, we could have just used the brad. I would have
attached it directly to the heart. I mean, directly to the front.
But we just kind of came up with...
We came up with it after we put them almost all together. I only have 2 left that aren't put together. So I just did the adhesive 3/4 of the way on the back of this and left it off this part. And I'm just going to feel, because I want it to kind of hang off the heart. Like that.
And then there'll be a little bag of M&Ms that go
right
in the thing. So that came out super cute. We'll put a picture on this post of it with a little M&M bag in it.
When
they're all finished. So thanks guys for hanging out with us on the blog.
Bye.